Morning everyone. It's 2 degrees. We are 2 hours and 38 minutes into the charge, and we've charged 7.3 kilowatt hours so far. This is on the 15 amp setting, of course. Okay. Apparently I have to open the door. Apparently not. This Bluetooth thingy. In this case, it's not the Bluetooth, it's the dog app. Just kill the dog. Yeah, not you. And then it connects straight away. I think this happens when the app is still open on the phone but not in use anymore. And yeah, it was sitting there since yesterday night or last night, and 101%. I'm not seeing this very often. I just want to check on the battery. 15 and 19 degrees. So this is 15 amp settings for 2.5 hours. And we are already at 101%, and it's still charging with 8. Okay, I shall be back when we go down to below 500, because this will be the cutoff point for the charging. Probably 15 minutes or so. And then we check again on the state of charge and temperature. But 19 degrees is pretty good. It's nice and warm. A little bit below 500 watts. Probably another 5, 6, 10 minutes or so, and then it turns off anyway. So it doesn't go all the way down to zero, as I've shown before. 7.7 kilowatt hours. 3 hours and 15 minutes. It is quite long actually. Killing the dog again, this session. Not coming up. Okay, open the door. I don't know, this door thing seems to work for me sometimes. Oh, come on! It's cold! So the first time was the phone, the app, and second time it was the OBD. Holy smokes! I did not have this for months. 103.7. I just hope the BMS learns now and increases my state of health again. Temperature still 14 and 19 degrees. Okay, now I mean we're slowing down now. The power into the battery is only 500 watts, which is not enough energy to warm up the battery anymore. But this is just quite amazing. That's a lot. So EVSE just turned off. 103.7% is the maximum I can get in this morning, and 19 degrees. Okay, today I need to charge at work. Then I come home because I've got an appointment here. I will plug in the car again because I haven't got another appointment afterwards somewhere else. So it will be 3-4 times charging today, but not to 100%. It was always just a little top up. See how the battery copes with that. Or not the battery, the software actually. The software is the problem. It's just turned on the car and we've got 104%. So it has increased, even the car wasn't charging anymore. Here it is again. Possible icy roads. It was just popping up for a second. 3 degrees outside. It doesn't look like the battery is warming up anymore. Got 15 and 19 degrees. That's pretty much the same temperature as I had after charging. So the outside air is cooling the battery the same way it heats up while driving, apparently. There's not much happening. And the famous overpass right here, we've got 6.7 ampere hours. Usually only 6 ampere hours, but 10% more because of the cold, maybe. Same way, same driving style. Okay, let's blame the cold for that. And also the dog shows us only 22 kilowatt available regen power, which could be the cold battery as well. Would be interesting to measure this actually with a cold battery and see if there's a reduction in regeneration power with the cold battery. Well, so much to explore still. So 70%, 10.7 ampere hours, same amount of energy as always, 19 kilometers. See you in 6 hours. Thank you very much.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, so it's 5 o'clock and we are going home. Let's see, 100.3% again. Okay, can I actually, no, I can't see the trip now. Okay, so we are going home now and plugging in the car directly. I've got probably 45 minutes, an hour max time, and then we go off for another appointment. And then I charge again overnight, so 4 times charging or topping up during one day. That is quite a lot. I'm keen to see the trip card tonight. Interesting to see while I'm driving, obviously. The dog still shows me charge mode. And there's no... it's still in charge mode for some reason, I don't know why. This is all working, but it doesn't show me any ampere hours going in or out the battery. 26 degrees battery temperature. Woo! I'm almost home now, and I have used far less energy than this morning. And this is probably due to the fact the battery is much warmer now. We are between 25 and 28 degrees, so 10 degrees warmer. And it performs a lot better, and the whole car uses less energy. So I'm looking forward to summer again, when it's nice and warm and hot. Battery performs much better. I would say this is about 10% less energy usage than this morning. Same distance, flat road, 10% less. I'm over 70.3% state of charge, and I've got 21 kilometers on the gasometer, 10%. Alright, so that was only this light. The light gives me the shits here, really. There was only half an hour to charge, so 1 kilowatt hour. Yeah, makes sense. I just wanted to see the last trip we did home. How much did I recharge? 6.2 kilowatt hours at the club. That's quite a lot. That's what went into the battery. Can this be true? No. No. That doesn't. It hasn't recorded it, because remember the dog was running in charge mode, and charge mode never gives you a trip card. So that's the one from this morning. Oh well, one missing. I can't. I'm at 80% state of charge, so not too bad. And this time I'm going a different way back home. I'm trying to avoid these up and down, these hills before my property here, and I just come from the other side and see if I can push the state of charge further down. So let's see if this works. I think it does. There was just an accident here and I had to take a detour. The road was totally blocked. There was the fire brigade there and police, and not sure what actually happened. I'm trying again to get through from the other side now and see what's actually going on there. But there are already cars coming from this direction, so I think they have opened the road again for everyone to get through. Yeah, there seems to be nothing anymore. Oh yeah, it's still a little bit, still cleaning up here. Okay, not sure what happened here. So the engine just kicked in on my way home at 30.5%, but we are still on the high-speed road here. I call it high-speed road because it's a 100-kilometer road here, and I'll do a little turn right in front of me and go the other way to avoid these mountains, these hills, as I said before. Let's see if this makes a difference and I can push down the state of charge even lower before I get home. Okay, we are now in Glenor Grove CBD here. That's where the mailbox is. That's probably the most interesting part of this area. Here. The engine is still on. The engine is still on. And there are cars behind me, unfortunately, so I can't really hypermile either. I thought they were going the other way. Now they're following me. So it's 31.7% state of charge. And it won't go up because it's driving in serious mode. It just flipped over to parallel mode now, and now it's charging the battery. Otherwise you won't get much charge in serious mode anyway, because the engine produces only so much energy, electric energy, as you actually use at this point of time. So there's no excess going into the battery when you drive about 50-60 kilometers. Engine has now turned off, and I'm trying to let the car coast here as much as possible. We're even gaining some energy because I regened. Yeah, that doesn't help. Okay, it's another 1.1 kilometers from here. Yeah, I think I can make it without, but I wanted to try to push it below 30%, but yeah, it didn't work. It's sometimes really hard to do when you've got traffic behind you and you can't really... Shut up, battery! You can't really drive as you would like to, so I'm going really, really slow now. I would have made it easily, but I needed to go around this accident there, and there was an additional probably 3 kilometers to drive to get around it, and that was the energy which was missing on my way home. The doggies are welcoming me now. They're going nuts. Okay, we are 29.3. That was all I could do. I turn off the car, otherwise the beeping drives me insane here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me on my drive, on my road trip. Someone actually put a comment on one of my videos and said, look, that's not a road trip. 15 kilometers is not a road trip. I said, okay. So 15 kilometers is not a road trip. He's doing 2,500 miles through Germany and Poland and everything. And he said, that's a road trip. And I have to agree, of course, 15 kilometers is not a road trip. I just call it road trip. You know, I set up all my cameras and all this stuff and talk about electric vehicle topics, and that's my road trip. Okay guys, thanks for watching again. We see us in the next video. You stay charged, and Bye bye.